Welcome back to my morning drive, week 4, closing it out. Today I'm excited to be able to go through the tongue twister and the kind of news story of what I'm going to be talking about. Um, Keeping this one short, I hope, we'll see. But the tongue twister for today: 6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward. A lot of S's. Yesterday was all the F's. It was Fred's friend fried fresh fish, and that one's just hard. All closed mouth, right? And now this one, it is an open mouth with a lot of the S's. And so, 6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward. 6 slippery snails slid slowly seaward. Fun one. All right, so warmed up, vocal cords functioning, and then for today, the topic that I wanted to be able to talk about recently. Let's see if I can. It's got to let me merge. Yay. The topic is about just kind of inflation, right? I feel like I'm beating the same drum as always, but did just have the inflation report hit yesterday, and we had updates from Jerome Powell from the Fed as well. And so my kind of key takeaway from all of this is that, I'm not alone in this, how 2024 is really a wait and see environment, right? A lot of us are trying to figure this out right now, and it's a little bit of cautious, a little bit of optimism, a little bit of trying things, but at the same time, wanting to see what else is going to happen. So that's kind of the key takeaway from the inflation report. It came in better than last year. Not great, but overall we're at, I think it's a 3.3% inflation rate, which is cooler than expected. So there's some positive news there about how the economy is kind of cooling down a little bit. But still, gas prices and housing prices and grocery prices are still, you're taking a look at those, right? Housing prices is still pretty high. Recently, Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank, and I have no idea if I said that name correctly. Oh well, from Shark Tank had commented about how many people are on the sidelines in the housing market, right? That if housing rates dropped just 1%, it would significantly boost the housing market. Something like, for every one buyer out there today, there's 10 people on the sidelines just waiting. I don't know if that's true or not. That sounds incredibly high, but if a 1% rate decrease could kind of not kickstart, but really affect housing prices, I mean, they're already expensive right now. So curious to see how that's going to play out. But then also just kind of continuing on with the inflation report, the whole wait and see. We're seeing this play out in work as well. People are getting promoted slower. The jobs report from last week came out that yes, more jobs were actually added, but the quits rate is lower, meaning that there's less movement. So the supply of jobs might be there, but how's the demand, and how's that balancing? And really questioning, it just seems like people are a little tentative, a little hesitant to make some of these moves. Houses, jobs. Oh, that's right, even Stellantis earlier, I think this was probably last month, had been a lot of the dealerships for Stellantis, Jeep, Dodge, some of the others, at least here in the US, that the dealerships were actually concerned and getting frustrated at Stellantis because the inventory wasn't moving fast enough. They needed more kind of incentives from the manufacturer to help the dealers move inventory. And so it's just really interesting to see how all these major purchases, the economy, it's weighing in on all of us. And so we're all in that wait and see mentality, and who knows, I'm definitely there as well, looking, but I'm more window shopping than anything, and not quite feeling comfortable to pull the trigger on any of these purchases. So these are some of the things that I'm paying attention to and just kind of watching as far as the trends. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope that you have a great day. We've got the final day tomorrow here for my month of these kind of daily videos, work week, not counting the weekends. But yeah, that's it for me today. So have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace.